Bulk operations lets you create invoices for your all customer at one time. You can use bulk operation if you don't have a scheduled day when you run your invoices and you want to take control when you want to do that. Now, if you want to do it on a scheduled day, I would recommend using the invoice scheduler, which lets you run the invoices on the scheduled day automatically. Now, let's look into the bulk operations and give you more information on that. You can click on generate invoice. You can enter the date range where you want to generate the invoice for. You enter the start date and then the end date. Click next. Here you have three options. The first one is skip the incomplete appointment. Only completed appointments will be invoiced. This can be used in the scenario where you might have some invoices which are sitting in incomplete status or assigned status and you don't want to include them in the invoice. Second one is for prepaid, where you want to invoice all the customers beforehand and the invoices are still sitting in assigned status. Last one is if the invoices are still incomplete, you want to mark them complete and invoice the customer. Click next. Here you can decide if you want to create the invoice in draft status, where you want to make changes later, or finalize, if you want to mark them complete and send it to the customer. Then just click create invoice, and in this scenario, all the draft invoices will be created. Now you can, if you have looked at the invoices and you are ready to finalize all the draft invoices, you can just do one click and finalize all the draft invoices. Confirm. Now you can process payment on all the open invoices. So any invoice that's sitting in finalized status, and if the customer have credit card on file, you can confirm this and all the cards will be charged for them. This one is if you want to send reminders for unpaid invoices, you want the customers to make the payment themselves, you can send reminder if they haven't paid it yet. Now, if you created invoices by mistake and you want to delete all your draft invoices, you can do it from here. Now, let me show you how to create a single invoice. You can select a customer, select the date range when you want to create the invoice for, click search. So you can add a new custom line item if you want, if you have missed a service or you want to charge anything additional that you forgot, you can create a custom line item for that. Add a note. And add the custom line item. Now you'll see that you have added a new custom line item over there. You can also change the price of the existing service. Click on the pencil to edit it. You can update the price from, let's just say, from $25 to $30. Click on update. You will see the price will be updated for this. Now you can select all and either do a draft invoice or finalize the invoice. Finalize the invoice will send an email to the customer. In the search invoice, you can perform multiple functions. So let me show you what all functions you can perform. You can search by customer name. Status and date fields are optional. Let's search. All right, let's look at this due invoice. So there are various things you can do it from here. So first one is if you just want to view the invoice, so you can just scroll down and see what all appointments are under that invoice. Record payment allows you to record payment manually. So you can enter the amount and tip on behalf of the customer. The amount could also be partially charged. So in a scenario where you want to charge 50% before the service is performed and rest of the 50% will be collected after. So you can charge the partial amount and add the payment. That way the system will tell you that there is still balance left on that service. There are different payment methods you can record. If you want to use credit card, that will be Stripe. Then you can select which credit card you want to charge, and that way the system will do it. You can also, if you're using cash, you can also use cash, or in case of check and there are various other payment methods. You can add a note and add the payment. So the updated amount will show you over here if there's still balance left or tip added. Now, payment link is a scenario where a customer doesn't want to log into the system and they want to make one-time payment. You can send this link to them and they can click on the link and make the payment using their credit card. In this scenario, the credit card won't be saved in the system. You can also send reminder email to the customer if they haven't made a payment yet. So if you want to refund a customer, you can delete the payment and refund directly from here. If the invoice was created by mistake, you can delete the invoice from here. You can also revert the invoice to draft status and make any additional changes and then finalize it. Now in this scenario, if the payment is already added and you want to delete the invoice, you have to remember to delete the payment first, and then you can delete the invoice. You can also download all the invoices for this customer over here and export it. That's all in the search. You can also set invoice scheduler for your invoices. Let me show you how. So you have different options. First one is all the completed appointments until the run date will be invoiced. And second one is all the completed and scheduled. So in that way, even if some appointments have not been marked complete, but they're on the calendar, they will still get invoiced. So you can decide on which option you want to choose. Then you have an option to create invoice weekly, bi-weekly, and monthly depending on your business needs. You can select the day when you want the invoice to be run, like Monday. So it shows me the next Monday when the invoice will be running. And you can also automatically collect the payment if your customers have credit card on file. This you can select the day, and let's just say if Monday, February 3rd, the invoices will be run. After 2 days, on Wednesday, the payment will be collected. And you can save this, and then the system will automatically keep doing it for you. Then there is also a discount template option. So we offer two different templates. One is with the invoice. So if the invoice is more than certain amount, you can give the discount to the customer. It could be fixed or percentage. The other option is by service. So you can define how many services need to be completed for that invoice. So let's just say if the customer completes 5 services for that week and you want to give them a discount, you can. Now remember, this is based on when the invoices will be run. If the invoices are run bi-weekly, the system is going to check if there are 5 services completed within 2 weeks. If it's run monthly, then it will say if there are 5 services that are completed within a month. So depending upon that, that discount will be given. You can save this template and the system will take care of it. Now let me show how you can add a credit to a customer profile. Credits could be used for any like referral credits, or if they have been overcharged for something, you want to give them a credit, you can do it. You select a customer, so record a credit, you enter the amount, the payment method is credit, and enter a note for you for what this credit is for. And then just add a payment. Now this credit will be automatically given to the customer when the next invoice is created.